I want you all to stop putting milk in your eggs. I know. That's the way that most of us have been taught. But kitchen logic tells us that putting milk in your eggs actually makes them tough. Today, I'm going to show you why water is actually your kitchen's best friend. We're getting ready to make a shiitake mushroom and cheese omelet for just about under $5. We're going to be using frozen mushroom. I'm going to show you Pam's way to cook these so that they stay meaty and flavorful instead of turning into a soggy mess. No mush, no mess, and 5-star results. So we're going to head to the stove so I can show you why using freezer items can be your best friend for breakfast. Pam's way is all about being clever. I keep these in the freezer because fresh mushrooms, let's face it, they're slimy, they go bad in 3 to 5 days, no matter how you package them. That's just money down the drain. But here is the trick. Never, ever thaw them. Let's head to the stove. See, we have a really good hot pan. We dump our mushrooms right directly into a hot pan. Move them around immediately. You see the steam coming up? This is the dry saute, all right? We want to shock that freezer frost into steam, and that's what you see coming up, the steam from the mushrooms, all right? You want to do that immediately. If you thaw them first, the cell walls break and you get a sponge, all right? You want a sear, not a soak. All about the kitchen logic, okay? You see they're starting to brown, go ahead and add some butter into your skillet. Now I like to season my mushrooms at this point. I am using some Pam's Prep all-purpose seasoning. Give that a stir. This smells amazingly delicious. I'm going to remove our mushrooms from the skillet and set them aside. Most people reach for the milk when it comes to mixing it in with their eggs. But milk has fat that bonds, and it bonds too tightly, especially under heat. So we're going to add water. Water is your kitchen's best friend. Add about a teaspoon of water and mix well. I am also going to add just a little bit of Himalayan salt and a little bit of white pepper. Now I know that I said white pepper and you can see it. You're probably saying, is that white pepper? Yes, once it's cooked, you will not see the black flakes throughout it. And you can add the white pepper while you're mixing the eggs. If you add black pepper while you're mixing the eggs, it'll be a little tough. The kitchen logic behind that is that water turns to steam the second it hits the pan. And that acts like 1,000 teeny jacks lifting your eggs up, creating those air pockets that make an omelet fluffy. Milk makes them heavy. Water makes them fluffy. How do you know when your pan is ready, okay? Well, we're putting butter in. You want that butter to foam up like that and turn. You see the bubbles around there? That's when you know your pan is ready, okay? Just want to tilt it around like this. That's when you know your pan is ready, when that butter foams up, all right? Now, give it one more beat and pour your eggs in. First, we're going to let them set just a little bit, pushing them in a little bit, just letting the extra run out. Okay, not too much. Just want to push them in just a little bit. We want to let these eggs set just a little bit. Then we're going to add our mushrooms. When you're pushing it in like that, make sure you let that extra run back down into the skillet. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. We're going to add our mushrooms only onto one side. Still letting that egg set. We're also going to go in with our cheese at this time. That cheesy goodness. And some scallions, a few green onions. Gotta have that pop of color. I'm gonna put a top on it, just so we can let those eggs set just a little bit further. Okay, now at this point, this is when we're gonna fold it over, all right? Don't wanna wait until your eggs are completely set. If they are, you're going to have a dry omelet, okay? So we're gonna gently go under here, and we're gonna flip this half over to the other side, okay? Just like that, okay? That's what you're looking for. Now, from here, cut your heat, remove it from the eye if you have an electric stove. You want to just let that residual heat finish cooking the omelet. Oh, look at that, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Look at the cheese and the mushrooms. Another thing, your omelet should not be stuck to the skillet, okay? If you take a spatula, and a silicone or rubber spatula works best, you should be able to lift it up just like that, okay? Just like that all the way around. If you cannot, leave it here, put the top back on it for another 2 to 3 minutes. Keep checking it, okay? It should be easy to slide off, just like that. The eggs will know when to release themselves from the skillet. So you don't have to force it and tear your omelet up. I'm just gonna garnish this a little bit with a few spinach leaves. Just put the rest here on the side. I sauteed them just a little bit. Oh, this smells so, so delicious. I just want to cut into it for you guys. Oh my goodness. Ooh, see the inside? Look at that cheese, guys. Look at that cheese. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? We've got nice, meaty, flavorful mushrooms. No waste. All right? Because this is an omelet for one. I typically cook for 1 or 2. So if I get quite a few mushrooms in a container, yes, I can store them for a few days. But if I have a mushroom omelet today, chances are I'm not going to want any more mushrooms and anything else for a while. That's just me. I'm not a mushroom fan person where I'm going to eat them every day. And in that case, that's waste. That's money down the drain. So I love to keep the frozen ones in the freezer. They are just as fresh as the so-called fresh ones, probably fresher, because they've been frozen immediately, which helps them retain their nutrients, as opposed to how long have they been on the shelf? Are they going bad? How many days do you have left? and that sort of thing. So we're going to do a taste test right quick. Oh my goodness. We need smell-o-vision, y'all. And the full recipe will be on my website, pamspreps.com, along with the seasonings, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all see that still got a little cheese pull. This smells so good. I already made my coffee. Man, this is delicious. The mushrooms aren't rubbery and tough. They're just soft and flavorful, just succulent. This is a gourmet breakfast for under $5, okay? Got my little spinach on the side for a little additive. You could add the spinach inside, but I also find that the more you add, it's gonna be harder to close, harder to fold over, because you're getting it stuffed, okay? And there's only so much stuffing you can put in a omelet, all right? Hit subscribe because this is Pam's Way, and I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.